Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about how to use your phone to take nice pictures to post on Instagram or Facebook or whatever you want to do with them. I'm using the Samsung Galaxy S9, which I guess is a better phone to use for pictures. It has a pretty nice camera, but obviously there are better cameras out there nowadays. But I'm just going to be showing you how to use the camera on this phone, but I'm sure it applies to other phones as well. I'm going to be showing you how to use the grid lines and how to use the light better to help you with the camera, how to use angles and stuff like that, but the rest of the video will show you better what I mean. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, so first I'm going to be talking about how to use grid lines on your phone. There'll be another video while I'm saying this that shows you how to activate it on your phone. Grid lines are basically little squares in your camera or in the screen of your camera that will help you balance out the picture. So you should try when taking a picture to, for example, not have everything on the one side of the picture. Try to keep it kind of symmetrical, which is another thing that's really important when taking pictures, is try to keep the picture symmetrical. Otherwise, all your attention goes to one side of the picture, which kind of balances out the picture, which is very nice to look at. Next, a really easy one is to set your camera's focus. An easy way to do this is basically when you have your camera and you're looking at something, or you have your phone and you're looking at something, your camera automatically sets a focus. And so to change that, you'd basically just tap on the picture on your phone and say you want to focus on that instead of wherever it automatically focuses on, which is something that's kind of like, it's common sense, but maybe some people don't know how to use it. I'm just here to tell you how to use it. The next thing to not be afraid of when taking a picture is negative space. Negative space is basically empty space in a picture. So, for example, if you have, say you want to take a picture of a flower and you want the main picture to be the flower, you hold it in front of like a white background or something. Don't be afraid of that, because then all your focus goes to the flower and it kind of shows off the beauty of the flower, and like it's just like a blank canvas, which is nice when trying to focus on just one thing in the picture. Another thing that's really interesting for when taking pictures with your phone instead of a professional camera, which obviously is better quality and you can do more things with, is to find different perspectives when taking a picture. Obviously you can do this with a professional camera as well, but since a phone camera doesn't have that many options to make better pictures, it's nice to try and find different perspectives. For example, when you're taking, say, a picture of an airplane in the sky, really like hold your phone up and face it towards the airplane instead of like on a side angle or something, which can also look very nice, but just think of like different perspectives. Another thing that's really interesting for when taking pictures with your phone is to look at reflections. For example, if it's been raining or something, you can use the reflection to create a new image of the surrounding. For example, if there's a wall with something really interesting on it, like some sort of graffiti, and there's like a puddle in front of it or something, try taking a picture where you can see the puddle and how it reflects the graffiti that's on the wall, which is like a really interesting way to like change the image and not only have the graffiti wall but kind of like make it more interesting. Another thing that's really interesting is to see is to hold your phone against the puddle and to just take a picture of that, which kind of adds like a sort of filter to it, which is something else that I would say don't do when taking a picture with your phone. Don't add extra filters to it, just try to make a nice picture and work with that. Like maybe you can adjust the shadows and stuff and the highlights and stuff like that. But like adding a filter like on Instagram or something, it kind of ruins the picture a little bit. I mean, I've done that a bunch in my life, adding filters to pictures, which I'm now trying to stride away from because I feel like it kind of makes the picture childish and unprofessional. But I mean, if you really want to add it, of course you can, but I think in my personal opinion, it looks nicer to not add a filter and to just kind of work with what you have. Another thing that's really interesting when taking pictures with your phone is to maybe work with leading lines, which is basically when you say you take a picture of a road and there's like trees around it, that would be like a leading line, the road. So basically it's a line where not that much is happening and stuff is happening around it, which kind of directs the eye in a way, which I think is really pretty and looks really nice. But of course, everything I'm saying now can apply to both camera, like professional cameras and phone cameras. But this is just a way to use phone cameras as well. Another thing that is really important for when taking pictures with your phone and doesn't apply so much to cameras is don't zoom in, because when you zoom into an image on your phone, or when you zoom in the camera on the phone, it doesn't zoom in to like in the real world, it zooms into the image on your camera, so it just means that there's less pixels in the image that you have, which kind of makes the quality of the picture less good. Instead, try getting really close to where you're trying to take a picture of, which then just makes it look really nice because then you have the full pixels of what your camera can do. Another thing that's interesting when taking pictures with your phone is to try to have one focus point, or like try to focus on small details. Like for example, I saw this one picture where it's like they were taking a picture of a spider, and instead of like taking it from far away, they like got close in and really took a picture of the spider and like its web, which I think is really interesting because it just also makes it look like it's better quality and stuff like that. But yeah.